Hi everyone, this is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and I wanted to do a video on deepening my deck relationships this year, 2018. I am going to be scaling back my deck purchases this year. It's already it's already petered down, slowed down. I'm really, well, aside, oh, sorry, I apologize, guys. My puppy. If you know, seen on Instagram, I have a puppy. His name is Bishop, and he is squeezing the hell out of a little toy right now. Love him to pieces. Anyways, so sorry, that just totally distracted me. But oh, that's what I was saying. That's right. So I am deepening my deck relationships with decks I already have. The reason I am slowing down the pace to purchasing is because I really do want to deepen my relationships. I don't want a bunch of decks that I can't or am not really connecting with, and I'm not connecting with them because I have too many of them. But what I will say is I do enjoy having lots of decks. I love the option, just like I like to go and put on new different shoes and wear different bags and try on different lip colors and things like that. You know what I mean? You want variety. So I do want variety in my decks. I do like that every time I turn around I can have a different deck that I can play with. But on the other hand, there's some that I constantly go to. So I don't want to always force myself to have to try to use new decks just because I have so many of them, if that makes any sense. So I said, okay, this year I'm going to deepen the relationships that I have with my decks. And what I mean by that is, for example, I am going to start doing what's called decks in focus videos. So what that means is, this is me doing my ponderings, my thoughts, showing the cards, discussing things that are obviously tarot related, but sometimes just my musings on cards when we're going through the cards. A deck in focus, maybe discussing little tidbits about that deck if I know it. That's a little bit different than a review, because to me a review is with a specific focus. Which is to convey some specific information about a deck so people can make informed purchases. Decks in focus for me is more of like a little vlog on my musings for this particular deck and where I am in my relationship with this particular deck. And it's my way of deepening the connection to that deck. So that's one way I'm going to be doing that. Obviously, I'm not going to be making a lot of purchases. I have decks on pre-order right now. That I pre-ordered last year. So I'm not going to end those pre-orders. Clearly, I'm ready for those decks to come, but I'm really working on not getting any new decks, and I really haven't been called to, which is a beautiful thing. I feel like a tide has turned in my collecting. So I don't know, I'm excited about that actually. I'm actually really excited about it. Another way I'm going to deepen it is going back to the basics. Sleeping with certain decks under my pillow for a week, having certain decks travel with me all the time, be with me at work, be with me when I'm out and about, and just kind of really just connecting with them. And so that's something I'll be doing. I will be really trying to get out of my comfort zone and trying to use some decks that I obviously was called to purchase when I did. So I want to see if we can recapture that essence, with, if you will. It's kind of like, and I don't want to alienate people here, but it's like, like what do they call a polygamous relationship? I have several, how they have several wives. I have several decks, and so I have to spend my time, I have to divide my time between my little decks, or my wives, if you will, and it can be challenging, you get spread thin. So I just felt called to deepen the relationships with what I got, and don't introduce any more wives or any more decks into the mix because it's too much for the family. Just saying. So yeah, be on the lookout for decks in focus. Another thing I'm going to be doing is card by card. And a lot of other tarot vloggers or oracle vloggers have done this, or YouTubers have done this as well. But I'm going to take the cards that I have, and we're going to look card by card by card by card from some of my favorite decks, like say for the Fool card or for the Ace of Cups. And we're going to have like little discussions. Maybe I might do some of those live, some of those just pre-recorded. Who knows? I don't know. So that's another way I'm going to be able to connect with the decks. And yeah, and then just seeing where we land at the end of this year, at the end of 2018, and see if like which decks I was able to really connect with and which decks I still didn't connect with. And if I still didn't connect with them, then maybe, just maybe, it may be time to move them on. But already I have reconnected with some of my oracle decks that I did not think I was going to reconnect with. So I'm happy that so far my little experiment is working. So, posing this question to you all. How are you deepening your relationships with your decks this year? Are you even going to try? What are your thoughts on all of this? Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. And as usual, it's always a pleasure hearing from you. And thank you so much for watching. Many blessings to all of you. And until the next video, bye.